Bismillah wa salatu wassalam ala Rasulillah. Now, welcome back. Today's lesson is about vocabulary on Unit 5. Now, the previous lessons were on Unit 4. Today we're going to take Unit 5. Flying High 6, Unit 5. The title of the Unit 5 is Money Talks. Now, what do we mean by money talks? It means that it makes people do a lot of things. You don't have to speak, just give them money and then they'll do everything that you want. Okay? Page 50. Now, revision. Before we start, we have to revise what we have taken before. So we've taken speaking and writing, and we used these words to talk about speaking and writing. Do you remember when you checked the words that the speaker was talking about when he presented? These are the words, the beginning, when he introduction, and then the body of his argument or the presentation, and then the conclusion. Also in the writing, we're going to write about a hero, and these are the words that you're going to use when you write about a hero. Okay? Now, vocabulary, buying and selling. Now, these are the words that you're going to use when you buy and sell. These really important words, because when you travel, you're going to use these words. Work with a partner. How many different names of shops? Shops. How many different names of shops can you write down in 2 minutes? Just you're going to get 2 minutes to write the shops. Do you remember in English? Now, what kind of shops do you remember? The barber, the shoe shop, the grocery. These are some of the shops that I've written. Okay, sports shop, jewelry, bank, bakers, butchers, post office, shoe shop, supermarket. You can write more than that if you have. These are the shops that I've written. Now, work with another pair. Say things that can be used. Now, can you buy from these shops? Now, one person can say the things that you can buy without saying the name of the shop, and the other person or the other people will say the shop. For example, now these are two students. For example, this student said books, pens, notebooks. Now this student has bought these things. So where do you buy books and pens and notebooks? From where? The other student should say it's a bookshop. It's a bookshop. Okay? Now this is a bookshop. Just like this, one of your friends should say the name of the things, the equipments, and the other should say the name of the shop. Now complete the text with these words. Use dictionary if necessary. Some of these words are really important. For example, afford. If you can afford to buy something, you can buy it. If you don't afford, you cannot afford it, you cannot buy it. So afford means يستطيع أن يشتري. Afford. Bargain. Now bargain has two meanings. Bargain mean when you talk to somebody and make you something less. For example, if he told you, the seller told you that it's 5 riyals and you want to buy it with 2 riyals. So that's a bargain. You start to make it cheap, مكاسر. Okay? Also bargain معناها صفقة. Okay? If you buy something cheap, you came into the shop and it was, for example, 70 riyals, now it's 50 riyals, it's a bargain, you can take it. Cash. We know what's the meaning of cash. Means نقد. Change, it has two meanings. Change means يبدل or يغير. In this one, we mean فكة. If you have 100 riyal and you want, you gave the buyer or the seller 100 and he gives back, for example, 30 riyal, that's change. Okay? Discount. I think this word is really popular. Discount means you make it less. Discount. تخفيض. Receipt. If you look at this word, there's a P here. You don't pronounce the C, the P. You say receipt. Receipt, إيصال, فاتورة. Refund. Now, if you buy something and you don't want it again, and you don't want it, you want to give it back to the seller, and when he gives you the money, that's refund. استعادة المال, refund. Sale. What is the meaning of sale? Sale means تخفيضات. If you come into shop and everything was on sale, that means they reduced the price. They make the price lower. Value of money. قيمة المال. Value of money. Waste header. Waste header. أو نفايات. It has two meanings. So, now we have this article or story. There's a clothes shop that I really like in the shopping center near where I live. I don't often buy clothes there because I cannot blank it. It's just too expensive. So I cannot what? Afford. I cannot afford. لا أستطيع أن أشتريها. Afford. I cannot afford because it's too for me. But last week they had a special what? Now they used to sell things 700. Now they are selling it at 200, for example. They had a sale, a special sale there, and everything was cheaper. Cheap means رخيص, cheaper than usual. They had of between 70% and 50%. What do you think? Discount. تخفيض, discount. 70%, 20%, 20%, and 50%, 50%, on most of the things there. I found a really abaya that cost just 200 riyals instead of 700. I found a real good bargain, a really bargain. Cheap for, okay? That's really value for money. Because it's really cheap for an abaya. Many made by a top designer, مصمم معروف. Anyway, I had left this one. This is a debit card. It's called a debit card. We're going to talk about this debit card. I left my debit card at home, so I paid. So you don't have a card, an ATM card. So how did she pay? In cash. I gave them 500 riyal, Saudi riyal note, and they gave me 300 riyal change. Okay? I asked for what? When you buy something, they give you what? A receipt. We told you the P is silent. You say receipt. Because if you have problems afterward, you need to have the proof. Proof means إثبات. You need to have proof. إثبات that you bought it from that particular shop. Once I bought a coat, but then I decided I don't like it. So if you buy something and you don't like it, what do? You go and give it back. I didn't want to waste it or waste my money, so I took it back, and luckily they gave me what? I took it back and they gave me refund. They gave me a refund. Okay? Now this is the word. Speaking. Work with partner. Ask and answer the questions. These questions. We have these questions. You're going to ask your partner and then he can answer you. We're going to take for these two and then you can use the rest of the questions by yourself or with a partner. Do you have, now the first one, do you have any change? We told you what is the meaning of change? Means fakka. Okay? So it means something that's left over. pennies, for example. In your pocket at the moment, now if I have change, these are called change. These are called change. Okay? So do I have change? Yes. So yes, I have a few coins. Coins, عملة نقدية, عملة نعية, عملة معدنية. Coins. And a couple of notes. Notes, ورقية. And a couple of notes. Second question. How do your parents usually pay in shops? When you go to shops, how do they pay? Do they pay by cash or by card? They usually pay in cash. In cash. نقدا. Type of cards. Now, if they don't pay by cash, you have three types of card normally. Now, one is credit card. البطاقة الائتمانية. It's very popular, but it's not Islamic. So they have an ATM card. It's a normal card. When you go and open an account in a bank, they give you an ATM card. Now there's a new card. It's used here in Saudi Arabia. It's called a debit card. What's a debit card? Now, when we use it here in Saudi Arabia, it doesn't have any money in it, but you have to put money in it to use it. It's called the debit card. In other countries, it's different. In other countries, they have only two cards, credit card and a debit card. They don't have an ATM card. Some countries, so different countries have different usage. But here we have three cards, a credit card, an ATM card, and a debit card. Mostly debit cards are used for internet. When you buy something from the internet, you use the debit card because it's more safer. When you put money, you don't have to worry for them to steal all your money, all your account. They just steal if something happens, they steal just about 200 or 300 riyal. Money and banks. When you go to a bank, what do? Mostly people go to a bank to open an account. حساب, يفتح حساب. Now, match these words and phrases with the definition. So we have these words and we have definitions under that. Use a dictionary if necessary. If you don't know the meaning, use a dictionary. Now, bank charges fee. Now, what do we mean by bank fee or bank charges? Bank's fee, it means the أجرة. الشيء اللي ياخذه منك البنك لكي يفتح لك حساب. Okay? Bill. Bill means الفاتورة. Cash point. I'm sorry. Cash point معناتها سحب الفلوس. أو cash point النقطة السحب الفلوس. Okay? Credit or debit. Now, credit we told you about. Also with debit we called you about. Current account. حساب جاري. Current account. Get into debt. Now the word is debt. The B is silent here. Okay? The B is silent. You say debt. Debt means دين. Get into debt means يحصل له يقع في الدين. زكاة. It's in Arabic زكاة. Lend money or give somebody a loan. Now lend money يدين يسلف. So it's a person. People lend people. But in companies and banks, they loan. يسلف أو يدين. Okay? Overdraft means يعقد اتفاقية أو شيء من هذا القبيل. اتفاق. Savings account حساب تجميع. Withdraw money to take money. Withdraw money means to take money. يأخذ المال. Take money from your account. أو يسحب فلوس. So we're going to find the meaning. The first one, an agreement with your bank that allows you to spend money when there is no money in your account. It's called overdraft. اتفاقية بينك وبين البنك لكي تسحب فلوس ولو إن عندك ما عندك فلوس في الحساب في شيء. A bank account that you use to keep and save money. So, to keep and save money, which one? Account. There's an account there, account. So which one? It's a saving account. Saving account. Give money to somebody for a period of time, after which they give it back to you. So what is it? It's lend money, give someone or somebody a loan. Okay? 4. Amount of money you have to pay a bank for their services that they give you. So the services that they give you, they take from you money for the services. So what is it? It's a bank charge or bank fees. A bank account that you can take money out of when you want. I can take money whenever I want. Which one? It's a bank account. It's current account. حساب جاري. Take money from a bank account. Take money from a bank account. It's withdraw money. When you withdraw, تسحب فلوس. 7. Money you give to a poor and is one of the 5 pillars of Islam. What is it? It's zakah. 5 pillars of Islam, it's one of them is zakah. A written statement saying how much money you owe for goods or services you have received. So what is it? It's a bill. It's a bill. If you buy anything, you'll get a bill. You get a receipt. It's a kind of receipt. 9. A machine that gives you money when you put a bank card in it. What is it? It's a cash point. Cash point. That ATM machine. Money that you add to take out of a bank account. So money you can add to, okay, it's a credit or debt or debit. I'm sorry. Credit or debit. Now this one is credit or debit. Now the last one is stand to owe money, get into debt. If you يقع في الديون. Now we're going to listen to our people. Should be here either 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 also. But we're going to see what's going on. Listen and answer the questions. You will hear each question twice. So let's listen to the dialogue or
Unit 5. Vocabulary. Exercise 5. 1.
If an abaya originally costs 350 riyals and there is a 10% discount, how much does it cost now?
2.
You want to buy a computer bag that costs 235 riyals and you pay with a 500 riyal note. How much change do they give you?
3.
You have seen a pair of trousers that cost 315 riyals, but now they cost 330 riyals. Is that a bargain?
4.
You usually buy 1-liter bottles of orange juice that cost 4 riyals. Now there is a special 2-liter bottle that costs 6 riyals. Is that good value for money?
5.
You want to buy 2 books that cost 70 riyals. You have 160 riyals with you. Can you afford the books?
6.
You have 10,000 riyals in a savings account. If zakat is 2.5%, how much zakat should you pay after 1 year?
7.
You have 1,500 rials in your current account. You have to pay 3 bills. One for 400 rials, one for 650 rials, and another for 500 rials. Are you going to get into debt?
8.
You have 50,000 rials in your bank account, and you want to buy a car that costs 40,000 rials. Do you need an overdraft?
Okay. Now the first one is
Unit 5. Vocabulary. Exercise 5.
So 1 is 315, 2 yes, 265, 3 is no, 4 yes, 5 yes, 225, 250, 6, 7 yes, 8 no. Okay? Now, how do you say these words? What do you all have to, what do they all have in common? We have these words: card, climb, cupboard, debt, doubt, 8, honest, knowledge, listen, litter, psychology, receipt, through, withdraw, write. What do you think they have in common? They all have silent letters in them. Some words, they have letters but they don't pronounce it, just like calm, for example. Climb. Climb means يتسلق, so the B is silent. Debt. The B is silent. For example, honest. The H is silent. You don't say honest, you say honest. Knowledge. The WO is silent. Okay? Right. The W is silent. So listen to these words and correct your pronunciation if necessary. So
Unit 5. Vocabulary.
So listen.
Exercise 7.
Card, climb, cupboard, debt, doubt, 8, honest, knowledge, listen, litter, psychological, receipt, through, withdraw, written.
Okay, that's it. Thank you very much. I hope to see you again.